Okay, so have some things going on today. Pulled the FD in the garage. I'm gonna pull the hood off and gonna take it and re-clear it. So right now it looks, it looks pretty faded. It's not really that shiny. You can see shadows but not reflections. So here's like not shiny, dirty but shiny, not shiny. So this should look nice and cleared like that. It'll probably look better with the clear I use. I'm gonna attach this with some panel bond because it's kind of just in there. One thing I can't fix is like where it's lifted, but you really probably won't be able to see it that well. It'll still be noticeable, but it won't be that noticeable. And the hood will look a lot better than it does now. So it will actually match the car. So will the headlights. I'm gonna clear those carbon fiber trim pieces for the C West headlights. And then tomorrow I should be able to put it all on nice and clear, and it'll change the whole appearance of the car. And then I could work on the fuel system. I got the fuel line for the FD. I need to still get the new fuel pressure regulator. I probably could plumb all the line, but yeah, so just a nice roll of aluminum tubing. And then I just, like everything, I just use these, where are they at? Where are you? Just use these tube ends and just flare the line, and it works really well. So I got the new seal for the oil metering pump. I wanted to verify that it was the correct size and everything for the for my design, and it fits in there very nicely. So I sent this CAD file off to the machine shop. So hopefully I have it by the end of next week, the prototype, and then I'll probably make a batch of like 25 to 50 of them. Got the hood off. It was a pretty difficult task. These 4 bolts, man, but it's off. Getting ready to go over to the shop, sand the headlight buckets a little bit more, or whatever you want to call them, and get them ready for the clear. I need to grab the clear. I keep almost forgetting, so I need to do that before I leave. And yeah, it should be done tonight. And tomorrow it should be good. I can drive the FD down there with no hood on, be one of those rice boys. You see people driving without their hoods. I don't know why, but drive it down there, put the hood on, and then come back, put the headlights in. And a lot of people are gonna hate me, but that's how I want this car to look. And then after that, the fuel pressure regulator should be here tomorrow. I'll probably redo like the fuel system, or I'll see what I have to do to redo the fuel system, but I want to redo the fuel system. And if I could do that, then I'll get on it and get the fuel system redone. Once I get the oil metering pump block off, I'll delete that. And once that's done, then I'll move on into the coolant lines. My plan of attack for that is I may just pull this whole housing off, and I think that'll be a lot easier to do. I may do that when I do the oil metering pump, so I may pull this housing, drain the coolant, pull the housing, pull the oil metering pump, put the block off on, tap that, put AND fittings in it, and then redo all the lines for the turbo. And then it will be like a brand new car. And I want to mount the intercooler up here again, how it used to be. That's probably how originally this kit was, because this radiator, I'm pretty sure, flips the other way. It's just upside down right now because it fits down like that. And the intercooler sits up here. And then I'll relocate the battery. But just kind of working on things one at a time. I'll get the hood cleared, probably cruise it this weekend, mess with the fuel system at the end of this weekend. And then by like next week, I should be able to cruise it again. I want to work on it kind of so I could still enjoy it over the summer. I don't want to I really want to pull the engine out of it to reseal the oil pan because it does leak. But we'll see if that's the oil pan or the oil metering pump. I'll probably pressure wash around it when I do that. And yeah, I don't like things that leak. My truck leaks. I don't know. It's that ATS pan I got just irritates me because it just drips tranny fluid, and this thing just drips oil. So I'm pretty good at sealing stuff so it doesn't leak. So once I reseal this pan, it should be good to go. And then, you know, I'm gonna put the Gretty pulleys on that I have. I need to go find them and just do some other random stuff. All right, got the hood over to the shop. I'm going to pretty much just sand it down and sand these down. So these ones are a little bit more rough, so I'll sand them so they're all nice and smooth.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not.
Sanded the hood with 800 grit, and you can see it looks a lot more like the color of carbon. That's because of like the UV just kind of bakes the clear, and it makes it turn yellow. And you might not think that, but there's the proof right there that water was clean and now it's yellow. So you can see the spots where I was sanding, they're like yellow, like little spots of like sun. And I'm gonna hit it with a brand new sheet of 800, redo the whole thing, and just to like get it a little bit more cut down. The headlights, the covers are, well, not the covers, but, well, I guess these are covers too. I have a few little, you can see a few little shiny spots I need to sand out, but otherwise it's pretty close. There's a little shiny spot right there. It's a little bit wet still too. And then once these are clear, they are gonna look, well, these and the hood are gonna look so much better, but those especially, because the hood has a few little flaws in it. Well, it's a hood and it's carbon, and it gets a lot of like rock chips and stuff like that. So you can see that probably got hit by a rock and it delaminated the carbon behind it. So it just kind of looks, you know, it doesn't look great, but once it's cleared, it'll look a lot better. And you can tell that now that's, see, it'll look nice and it'll look shinier than that, but you can see how clear the carbon is now compared to how it was. And you can actually see my finger in it. Said before, like the hood was worse than that, and it was just like shadows. So I'm gonna sand everything one more time, and then I'll rough up the edge because it's like carbon, so I could pretty much spray a like some clear along the edge around, and re-clear the hood, re-clear those lights. And then I really was thinking about pulling these out of the bag and clearing them, but I'm kind of on the edge because they're brand new. I really won't have to do anything to them, and you know, I kind of don't want to clear them, but I may. It's like 50-50. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, it doesn't matter. But it would look nice cleared. It would look nice not cleared. The hood and those other things will look really nice re-cleared. So I can't wait to see these done. And tomorrow I'll put them on, and I'll just keep working. So you guys are gonna see the whole process, how to kind of, I wouldn't say repair carbon, but make it look new again. Or maybe even make it look better than new, because carbon, when you get it, it always looks like glossy, but it's not, it's just pretty much straight out of a mold. There's never any clear. So a good idea when you get a carbon hood, if you want it to look really like extremely like nice, would be to have some high-end clear coat put on it, and that'll also pretty much deter all that yellowing that always happens to carbon. And it'll be like the paint on your car. You could buff it. You could buff carbon because there's a gel coat, but once you get through the gel coat, you're pretty much out of luck. All right, so I sanded the lights, the hood, wiped them down with some cleaner, and now they're ready for clear. I'm going to mix up the clear and then spray it. Hopefully I don't mess it up.
In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
so I finished clearing this and it looks 1,000 times better than it did. It's not all yellow anymore, and it's actually like carbony and looks really nice, and you know, has a little bit of dust in it here and there, but I'll buff that out, and it definitely looks really shiny. The headlights look nice and shiny as well. I mean, they do look a lot better than they were. The hood was definitely yellow. These were a little yellow, but now they're gonna be awesome. And then I'll put those lenses on, put the lights all together tomorrow, put the hood back on, and then I won't have pop-ups anymore. So I am really excited on how the hood came out and the headlight, carbon headlight, you know, trim, I guess is what I'd call it. And yeah, it definitely, it's not even buffed. It's just, I just sprayed it. This is just how it came out dry. It needs probably a buff. I'll probably do that next week after it cures a little bit. But yeah, this definitely made, it actually makes the whole car look a lot better now that the hood's clear and everything. It's not just, you know, it being faded like it was just kind of a disgrace to the car. Now you can actually see stuff in it, like here's a reflection of my hand, and I really like that clear. This was the older, the CC, I think it's no, it's the 939 or something like that. Let me see exactly what it was. It is, I mean, that stuff really laid out nice. Well, it's always laid out nice. So it's CC 939 by Sherwin-Williams. I love the stuff. It lays out really well. It doesn't have any, I really haven't had any issues with it running. Even when Trevor sprayed my tailgate with it a long time ago on my truck, it almost, like it looked like it was gonna run, but it never actually ran. It was just like a big glob, like a little like bubble almost. And then once it once it had time to cure and dry, it like pretty much just like laid out and self-leveled. This, I sprayed it. It you know, I mean, it doesn't look like there's any runs or anything in it, and I laid it on thick because I wanted this thing to actually be glossy. It has 3 coats, and you know, it will definitely look a lot better once it buffs out. One thing that I said that you'd be able to see like before is see how it's like lighter there. It's where the carbon delaminated underneath because a rock hit it, and there's a few spots like that. But this one right here, I thought it was because the clear, like there was like some like something like wax or something, but then after today it was just where it delaminated too. So I'm actually really pleased on how this came out, and I can't wait to put the headlights on, the Sea West headlights. I mean, these things like really pop. They're gonna look really good with the new headlight covers. I ordered some stuff, so it should be here sometime next week for those covers to protect them. I was gonna clear them, and then I just decided, I was like, well, I could just order some vinyl, so I'm gonna vinyl wrap them, and you'll see what I chose. But I won't do the headlight covers until that stuff comes, or I may, I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna do it today. I think that'll be this video. So yeah, if you have a carbon hood and it's looking a little bit, you know, faded or has any issues, I would just recommend using a really good quality clear. And if you don't have the ability to do it, just have somebody re-clear it. Instead of buying a new hood, you can make a carbon hood look so much better just by a little bit of sanding and clear. So I 800'd it and just sprayed it with clear after I tacked it, and it's the best thing I could have done. Instead of buying a new hood, I have a, you know, a like new again hood. So that's the end of this video. Hope you liked the content. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Click that bell to get notifications when I post new videos. And hopefully you like the FD. If not, I have some other projects. Like I've said before, comment below, and see you next time.